sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from SoFi. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. 6-yard line. Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. That is incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun now for Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Here we go on 4th down with Herbert. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. It's going to give the ball over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Washington. Running is Akers. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Trying to get that one to Noah Brown. And it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go now. Hey, Cougar 19.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels got his man at the 6. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
At the 5-yard line.
60. 77 Wolf. 19 Lions. Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That is caught by the tight end, Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Commanders. It's That's his third touchdown on the year. What a big play, a little unscripted there. Greg, that is what tight ends do so well. Hey, you lived it. What are you thinking when the quarterback's on the move out of the pocket?
Scramble drill is the most difficult play to defend down here in the red zone, Mike. It stresses the coverage so much. When you snap your head around of your designed route and you see your quarterback has gotten moved off his spot, now it's just scramble rules. Stay in phase. Work friendly in the same direction as the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. He'll get this ahead for about 3. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, for the good corners, Mike, they all share this certain mentality, right? It's bring it on. I want the best. I want the ball thrown in my direction. So anytime they get a chance to break up a play and silence an opposing offense, but man, when they get a chance to take one away and get their hands on it, that is what they live for.
Ready? Go check. Go check.
And in motion is Brown. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
It is 2nd and 9.
Tap the 60. Tap the 60. Ready?
Now Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Daniels. That one complete to Jalen Lane. And the Commanders are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
On the jump.
Akers. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick them up and throw them down for a loss.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Warriors 70.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. It is brought in the end zone. Harry Flurry. Touchdown, Washington.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Kappa.
Herbert now on first down. Out to his right. He's going to run it. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Herbert now on first down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. He'll try again here. Second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 42.
Herbert to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Tyler Conker. And it'll be second down.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
Exiting the pocket right. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be close to the first down. Welcome just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage. We'll try to run for it with Hampton. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's four-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
Delta to Hunt.
To throw, it's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Now Herbert again. to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
I don't hate the decision, Mike. Be aggressive. Come away with a touchdown. But what the quarterback understands in this situation is you just can't hold the ball. You got to get it out of your hand, give your guy a chance to come down with it, and he puts the ball in harm's way and results in a pick.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So after 1, it's the Commanders with the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here we go. Set. Viking 18. Dragon 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. On 1st down, Herbert. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Now Herbert on the bootleg. Pushed out to his right. Taking off. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Now it's Herbert. Pass caught right side by Conklin. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Going on 1st down is Herbert. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10. Set. Ready.
Now Herbert. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, L.A.
That was just a complete coverage breakdown, Mike, and I'm not exactly sure what they were trying to do, but somewhere along the way they just lost the tight end, and he ends up scoring one of the more easier touchdowns he's going to have throughout the season.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. On the zone read, here's Daniels. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Short one there. He's got Ertz. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Forced out to his right. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Commanders first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
The motion man here is McClure. They'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw with Daniels. Right side. Catch made by McClure. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know
that is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Commanders. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate separated. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gabe to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. On play action, it's Herbert. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Herbert to throw on second down. To find Hampton out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Looking middle, he'll get it complete to McConkey. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 48-yard
line. Second and a yard. On the give, here's Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown Chargers. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll motion over Samuel. Daniels now on first down. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Washington.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. Open man downfield is Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Okay,
First and 10 now from the 36. On the handoff, this is Eckler. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
On second down, it's Daniels. Downfield, there's the veteran Ertz. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. The outside, into the hands of McLaurin. Second and 5.
Brings up second down at the 12-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he's in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Now Daniels throwing on first and 10.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 3. To throw is Daniels. I-handed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And I think think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Tuipulotu. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Herbert on the bootleg. Forced out wide. Now he'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
22-yard line.
On first down, Herbert. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he is out of bounds. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. From the gun, it's Herbert. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Brad McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kicker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers are back to within 7. It's 28-21. Touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Man in motion is Brown. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Forced out left. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Purple. Right side and hauled in. feet. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Now, Herbert. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. Now it's Herbert. Finding room at midfield. He's to the 15. And he will go all the way. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Point after now from Dicker. It's up and good. And the Chargers have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown.
Trap 60. Dragon 60. Go.
On 1st down, Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is hard. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 47 yards. We'll give it to Eckler on the option. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Cam Akers. Touchdown, Commanders.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started.
Chargers 28.
So, after the touchdowns, here's Gabe to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Herbert now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
I think that's the sign of a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's already got 2 picks on the day. Certainly doesn't want to throw a third, so good decision. Just throw it away.
Herbert to throw on second down. On the run to the right. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
So this is where things get tricky. They work all week with the pass rush, Mike, to move the quarterback off his spot. They don't want these NFL quarterbacks in rhythm, hitting the top of their drop, and delivering the ball on time. But then the second component to that is you get them out there on the run, and it can really stress your coverage downfield. So nice job here, sticking with their guys, not giving any open targets downfield, and they force the incomplete. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Herbert. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the Chargers first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
At the 47-yard line.
No play fake. Herbert flush to his right. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
They had him covered initially, but once the quarterback was able to break contain of the pocket and buy more time, you're just asking a lot out of your secondary to maintain man coverage for that long.
Herbert keeping it on the zone read. The ball comes out. The Commanders come up with it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down is Herbert. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
35-yard line.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
On second down, here's Herbert. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap, and we give it to Hampton. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Delta to Hunt.
There we go. It's Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly.